Well, remember when you had to do this? Maybe you live in Glendale and you have to drive to Gilbert every morning. You're stuck in traffic from that commute. So many people now are still working from home, and it definitely has its pros and cons, right? But here's an idea for you. May you want to add a fake commute for yourself when you work from home? Does that sound a little interesting? Well, we are going to ask Dr. Worden from the Arizona Naturopathic Medical Association why this might be important. Good morning.
Good morning. Well, this mental hack is very important for all of us. 6 in 10 people are saying that they can't transition from home to work. So when that happens, they can't get their brain waves where it needs to be, and they're stuck. So if we start creating a structure of your morning and your evening and helping you transition the distinction between home and work, it's very important to us because it's going to provide a structure for days that otherwise feel like they just blend together.
You know, I never thought about this because my friends who are still working from home, I'm always a little jealous. Like, oh, that's so nice. You roll out of bed and you start working. But the mental kind of break that you get from driving home from work, or if I'm out at live shots, it really is important. Talk about why that is so beneficial to our day-to-day lives.
Well, if we don't have that transition, we can be stuck. We get up in the morning and we don't take that time, that moment for ourselves, self-care, for our families, for all the things that are really the most important. And just jumping out of bed or staying in bed and getting your computer out is the worst thing that you can do. If we don't have that transition for us to understand, and our bodies and our mind to understand and get that mental break, it's going to cause burnout. And the studies are very clear that working longer hours and the inability to separate work and personal life are the two biggest burnout things that can happen to us.
So how do we add this fake commute? I'm very interested in this. How do we apply it to us?
Right.
Give us your answer, your scoop.
Right. Right. So, you know, if you can do the things that you used to do, great. Get in your car, get up, get dressed, get out of bed, get dressed, and drive. And even if you don't go to the coffee shop, drive to the coffee shop, listen to some music, do something that you used to do. But I like this idea of let's create a new routine for morning and night. Walking is very important outside. We know that the cells in the eyes need a certain amount of light per day for it to set our internal clocks. So that affects our mental well-being and our sleep, all the important things. Walking, yoga, a short drive, meditation, reading a book that you haven't gotten to, listening to the podcast, things that you used to do or you could start doing now that you couldn't do then. You can't dance in your car or on the bus whenever you're packed like sardines, but you can dance at home, get up and have some fun before that day starts. And at night, transition that as well. Otherwise, you're trying to go to bed with a busy mind and your sleep quality is not going to be good.
This was so fascinating. I love this, adding that fake commute both in the morning and at night. Is there a particular time that we should do it, or just kind of carve out as much free time that we have for this transition period?
Studies are showing that the closer to what you were used to is the best. If you were used to getting up at 6 a.m. to get ready for work, you should still set your alarm and get up at 6 a.m. So sticking closest to what your body and your rhythms were used to is going to be the best for you right now.
We appreciate your advice this morning, and hopefully some people are going to incorporate that fake commute into your work week next week. Thank you so much, Dr. Worden.